Yeah, baby, Blue Jay fans, the Blue Jays walked this one off as they beat, oh my God, they beat the Cleveland Indians 3-2. And Kevin Pillar hits the walk-off home run. But before we get to that, I want to talk about something real quick. So earlier today, there was an update we got that the MLBPA, a rep from the MLBPA, had some very weird and stupid comments toward the Blue Jays organization. This is a quote from the man or woman. I'm not going to discriminate, of course. I'm just going to say the rep said this. The union's position on service time manipulation is clear. Well, it's a rule, so okay. Continue the quote. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and other great young talents around baseball have earned the right to play on the field for a major league team. Agreed, they have earned the right to do so. But I'll get to why I'm angry in a second. The decision to not bring him up is a business decision, not a baseball decision. It's bad for the Blue Jays, it's bad for fans, it's bad for players, and it's bad for the industry. It's not bad for the Blue Jays because they will have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for another season. If they didn't bring him up in September, which they chose not to do. And why would you bring him up in a situation like this? The team's not going anywhere. Yeah, September, you get to see the young guys. A lot of people want to see that. I understand that. But in however many years down the road, you want to have him for that extra year before he can hit free agency. And yeah, manipulation, this manipulation. It's a rule. People manipulate tons of rules in every sport. It happens. You know? And for somebody to come out like this and just say stuff like that, it just baffles me. It really does. The Jays in their right mind would never bring Vladdy up in a situation like this, especially if you're going to burn a year from his contract. Makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. If we were a playoff team, he probably would have been called up earlier. But he hasn't played a ton in AAA. And this is just the way the Blue Jays want to do it. And I think this is the right decision for the team. For the Blue Jays, it's bad for the fans. No. For the casual fan, maybe. But for the people who actually know what's going on, it's a good decision. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't even know why somebody from the MLBPA opened his mouth. Or, opened their mouths about this situation. It's a joke. It's a joke. That's it. I'm done. All right, Blue Jays walk off the Indians 3-2 in 11 innings. Marco Estrada versus Carlos Carrasco was the pitching matchup. Hello. Thank you. Carlos Carrasco and Marco Estrada was the pitching matchup there today. And coming into the game, we're thinking, we're going to get clobbered. This is not a good pitching matchup. But Marco Estrada, he held his own for the most part. Carrasco just did his thing against the Blue Jays. Was one off a career high in strikeouts. But top of the fifth inning, we say how when the ball meets the bat, you never know what can happen. That's why strikeouts hurt so much. Well, Jose Ramirez in the top of the fifth inning hits a bloop single. Really. He hits a bloop single over the shortstop. And Allen comes in to score, and it's 1-0. And at that point in time, in that top of the fifth, it might have been tough to come back from there. But then in the bottom of the fifth, things start to happen for the Toronto Blue Jays. Randall Grichuk strikes out to start off the inning. Next batter, Rowdy Tellez. And he doubles to left field off of Carlos Carrasco. Pitch on the outer half. What does he do? He goes with the pitch and takes it the other way. Beautiful job by him. 1-out double. Then, ground ball down to Jose Ramirez. He tries to get it on the run. Right underneath the glove. And Rowdy ends up at third base. Obviously, he had to hold up on that play. And Pillar ends up safe at first. Runners on the corners. Next batter, Ledmus Diaz. He does a great job here, guys. He gets a first pitch from Carlos Carrasco and takes it the other way. Sac fly, RBI, 1-1 ball game. And then we go to the next half inning, which has been issues for this team. Yan Gomes hits a home run off of Marco Estrada, and it wasn't even a strike. The ball was way down, and I don't know how he got a hold of it, but he did, and he crushed it into the Jays bullpen. You know, and that's just the way it goes, guys. That's just the way it is, right? I mean, whatever. You're down 2-1 now. Then we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Randall Grichuk, guys, gets in a hitter's count, you know, and then crushes a double to center field off of Carlos Carrasco. Next batter, Rowdy Tellez. What does he do? Jumps on the first pitch from Carrasco and doubles to center field. Grichuk comes in to score, and the Jays have tied the game at 2. And guys, with that hit, Rowdy Tellez now has 6 doubles on the year, 6 doubles in the first 3 games of his career. This guy's nuts. He's incredible. And with that double, that 6th double, he becomes the 2nd player in live ball era history to get 6 doubles in a 3-game span. Not just in his first 3 games, in a 3-game span, period. And who is the other, or is he a rookie? No, rookie, so it's like in the rookie season, but he was in his first 3 games. The other player to do so, Joe DiMaggio. I think that's pretty good company for you there, Rowdy. Wow. Rowdy Tellez continues to amaze us all, and the crazy thing is, guys, only one of his doubles have gone to the pull side. The rest of them have been center and to the opposite way. I love what I've seen from Rowdy Tellez so far. He struck out 3 times as well, but you had, I mean, think about the strikeouts, right? One was to Carlos Carrasco in his first at-bat against Carrasco. You're facing one of the better pitchers in the league. You don't know what you're going to get. He throws a bunch of slop, and he strikes out, whatever. The next strikeout was against this funky lefty, Oliver Perez, who, as you can see, clearly fooled him on 3 pitches. But just the way he pitched was like down, under, and then side, and then all the way across the zone. It was crazy. For a young hitter, that's a lot to see. And then Brad Hand was the other one who struck him out and, you know, mixed it up with a fastball, painted the corner. I mean, whatever. But Rowdy Tellez, guys, overall had a very good ball game. Obviously tied the game with an RBI double. And big situation here, guys. Let's go to the top half of the 11th inning. And things could have gotten really out of hand here. So McGuire ends up coming into the game to catch. Jonathan Davis came in to pinch run. He ends up in left field. And Petrichka comes in to pitch. Or I think he pitched one of the outs in the 10th inning, but he gave up a single to Yan Gomes to start the inning. Then he threw a wild pitch, and now there's at second with nobody out. Not what you want. And then he walks Allen, and now there's 2 on and nobody out for Rajay Davis. You know there's going to be a bunt, but he bunts it right back to Rajay. Bunts it right back to Petrichka, who fires it to third base to get the lead runner. Now you've got first and second, 1 out. But Francisco Lindor is at the plate. But he strikes him out, and now you've got 2 out and a guy at first and second. And then he can't throw a strike to Jason Kipnis. Throws 2 balls in the dirt as the last 2 balls. A fastball down in the zone. He tried to paint the corners. No, you got a whole lot of dirt there, bud. Now the bases are loaded, 2 out, and you bring out Danny Barnes to face Michael Brantley, and then they throw in a pinch runner. Guys, this is September baseball. There's pinch runners, pinch hitters, all this stuff all over the place. And Michael Brantley grounds out to Richard Urania at second base to end that inning. That was a turning point in the game. And then Rowdy Tellez came out, like I said, he faced Brad Hand and didn't look too great, and caught looking in the fastball in the other half. Whatever. They bring in Kimber. I think it's Kimber. Again, another funky delivery. He goes way down there, guys. I would say Darren O'Day, but O'Day's more to the side than this guy. This guy's way down under, and he faces Kevin Pillar. And with this guy on the mound, guys, you guys got to look down. If he starts throwing balls up in the zone, you're going to hammer it no matter what. But he pitches balls down, down, down. He had a 2-1 count in Pillar. All of them were down in the zone. Where do you think this next pitch is going? Down. And Kevin Pillar barrels it up and bashes it into the seats for a walk-off home run for KP. And now the youngsters have seen all the fun we can have. I mean, not with the empty stands really, but this team is starting to show some sort of sign. You've seen Tellez has shown great strides. We know what Lourdes Gurriel is, a guy who hits the ball extremely hard. You know, I mean, Billy McKinney, guys, he keeps his on base streak alive to 16 games. 1 for 4 in the ball game for him. Grichuk was 1 for 5. Rowdy Tellez obviously 2 for 5. Pilar 1 for 4. Urania 1 for 4. Luke Maley 1 for 2. And Danny Jansen came off the bench to catch an inning. Got an at bat. Just hit a single, and that's his night. Huh. Great job, Danny Jansen, to come in there and do the job, buddy. But Marco Estrada, guys, as much as this game is all about Kevin Pilar on the walk-off and Rowdy Tellez, Marco Estrada went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts, and only walked 2 batters. I thought he was very good in this game. He was throwing quite a few strikes in this one. So he threw 103 pitches, 64 strikes, 39 balls. That's a pretty darn good ratio for Marco. He's been really struggling over the last little while, but he gets the job done. Tim Mayza goes 2/3 of an inning, strikes out a guy, walks 2 though, but Tyler Clippard cleans up his mess and gets his 1 batter to strike out. Ryan Tepera with a clean inning and strikes out 2 batters. Ken Giles gives up a hit in a non-safe situation, but no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Good job there for Giles. Jose Fernandez with 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, but that's it. And Petrichka, like we talked about, guys, gave up a hit, walked 2, struck out 1, but didn't get any damage against him. And obviously Danny Barnes picks up the victory with that big ground out from Michael Brantley in the top half of the 11th. Great win for the Jays. They've had another walk. The last walk-off was the end of July. Great to see them get this win today against Cleveland. And the finale goes tomorrow. So I am totally lost what's going on tomorrow, guys. I've seen Baraki on here. I've seen Thomas Pannone on here. And now I'm seeing Sean Reid-Foley. So you guys can let me know who's pitching tomorrow, because I've seen 3 different names here. Is it Sean Reid-Foley? He pitched in the Miami series. Thomas Pannone hasn't pitched. I think it's Marcus Stroman's slot, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. I think it's Thomas Pannone, but we're going to have to wait and see against Adam Pluko on the mound for the Cleveland Indians as the Jays look for at the very least, the split of the series as Game 3 goes tomorrow at 4:07 at Rogers Center. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed the win today, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the ball game. What were your thoughts about Rowdy Tellez once again? What was your thought on Marco Estrada? I thought he did very well today. Also, any big performances you guys were impressed with? I want to hear what you guys have to say. And I will talk to you guys. Evan, okay, Twitter is down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Podcast, guys, will be probably on Wednesday. Podcast edition link is in the description for the podcast channel. And for the podcast itself on iTunes, guys. Like I said, Twitter is down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great jazz. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow evening as the Jays look to win 2 in a row and get the 2-1 series lead over the Cleveland Indians. Adam Pluko against who the heck knows, probably Thomas Pannone on the mound for the Blue Jays. 4:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. We'll talk to you guys then.